What is technology? A definition of technology is to focus upon the mechanical arts or applied sciences, where studies of invention and innovation range from industrial research and development laboratories to business management. They underline the difficulty of addressing ancient technology with concepts of relevance. What is TripAdvisor? A definition of TripAdvisor is known as the world's largest travel site, more than 225 million reviews and opinions by travellers around the world. You'll find the best places to eat, sleep and play wherever you go.
Interviews. I had interviewed a gentleman called Mick in the Swansea City Council on the marketing team. The question I had asked him was, do you think technology has an impact on TripAdvisor? He responded with, I do not use TripAdvisor to search my reviews, as you never know if they are true or not. So he finds different ways to look at reviews if he needs to, such as Instagram to look at pictures to see the real image. I also had an interview with Lindsay, who is at Swansea City Council, but on the tourism team. So I asked her the same question. She said, I do not use TripAdvisor due to so much technology changing over the years. It's so advanced. I would rather look at pictures, as Mick said, such as Instagram, instead of using TripAdvisor to read information that you don't know is true. Whereas a picture is real, and she'd rather not read tons of information. She'd rather just see pictures for as they are and from actual people that hashtag them, so she can see the real thing instead of lies put on TripAdvisor, as you never know if they're true or not. Surveys. I am now going to look at a survey I produced and posted on social media for everyone to answer. There were 10 questions, of which 115 people had answered. The title is, how is technology having an impact on TripAdvisor? The first question I asked was, have you ever used TripAdvisor? 60% said yes and 40% said no. Question 2. Do you have a TripAdvisor account? 24% said yes and 76% said no. Question 3. Have you ever done a TripAdvisor review? 29% said yes and 71% said no. Question 4. Do you think that TripAdvisor helps you make a decision by looking at reviews? 65% said yes and 35% said no. Reason being, more bad reviews will not stay or go. Different types of people experiences are on there and honest opinions are. Good reviews help you make a decision to go to the destination. Also, a fully qualified travel agent uses TripAdvisor a lot as it influences customers' decisions on going to hotels. Photos help, and so do opinions and comparisons. It can be written off as deceiving, someone said, as they previously worked at a restaurant where people can write anything they want to on this place and it's usually all lies. It's good to see the responses back from reviews, someone said, as it helps avoid scam holidays. It can also be a good thing for good value of money. Question 5. Do you think most of the TripAdvisor reviews on organisations are bogus? 16% said yes and 84% said no. Reason being, people's posts are genuine. People do not have different perceptions and standards, but most are to help others make decisions. Organisations may want to attract more by doing biased reviews. It can be both. Entitled to leave reviews, people said. Some companies make fake reviews to boost ratings. Thousands of reviews are on places, so it has to be true. Know if there are photos to support the reviews. Some write bad reviews to ruin companies' reputations due to competition. Question 6. How do you think technology has had an impact on TripAdvisor? The responses back say that it has a positive effect because it is easier to make a review online. Most people have technology, so they can post pictures with a review on there. Some people don't think it has an effect. You can put immediate reviews, which can be placed. Everyone uses technology, so they are able to put their opinions out there. They don't need to use TripAdvisor, as they can find other things to look at reviews. Social media has changed so much, and it is available for everyone, and it is now more accessible. Without technology, there would be no TripAdvisor. By having technology, it lets more people contribute to the service, and you can find things out straight away instead of relying on word of mouth. Technology is more advanced, so it can change a lot of things for the good and bad. Question 7. Do you think it is easy to use TripAdvisor? 85% said yes and 15% said no. Question 8. Do you think TripAdvisor is a good way for an organisation to get feedback? 81% said yes, 19% said no. Reason being, companies need to know what they are doing well to make improvements and what they are doing bad. Leaving direct customers who have used your products and services also are there that you can see. Honest feedback which helps put out problems. It can be outdated, so you need to keep active and up to date. Some people are more comfortable leaving reviews rather than face-to-face saying how they feel. It helps others also see as well if they have improved on the bad reviews due to recent dates. You do not get credibility feedback as most people leave reviews without actually going to the place. Both negative and positive reviews can be seen all in one place, so it's easier to go onto TripAdvisor. It is also easy to read and see, and can see where people have come from. Also, you can see how far they are going to go to these destinations. Question 9. Do you think technology can improve TripAdvisor more? 55% said yes and 45% said no. Reason being, it is more advanced. It's fine as it is. People from all over the world can write a review. Development of VR can help to see if reviews are real or not. There is always more room for improvement. No, it's fine as it is and it's complete. There's only so much that can be done. Services also get better and you can put into different languages. Question 10. Do you think the new use for booking into a place from TripAdvisor has helped organisations to get more bookings? 80% said yes and 20% said no. Reason being, they can instantly see the dates that are available to book rather than call. It is also very handy. It shows the reviews to link with the place that attracts them. People use TripAdvisor for reviews, not for booking things, so they do not agree. Some people do not know about this. Yes, it feels more confident to look this way. It persuades more people to go and book the place as it's more simple. It speeds up the process rather than looking through brochures. If reviews are positive, then yes. They use TripAdvisor instead of Trivago to book now. It's all in one place, so they do not need to look elsewhere to go book in things. It helps people's needs. Also, more people trust the service this way as it's a reliable website. It helps decide instead of looking elsewhere, as said, but a negative is that it can trick you at times as you don't know if there's a double booking or not. Debates. Overall, it shows that many people think that technology is having a big impact on TripAdvisor. This is because technology is becoming so advanced, so TripAdvisor is having to keep up with everything. The older generation are now even starting to use technology, which is also having a big impact on this. But TripAdvisor does have a downfall, as not many people actually use it. Just over half have ever used it before, and less than a quarter have an account, so this shows a big impact on that. Although, people think that by looking on TripAdvisor, it helps them looking at reviews on making a decision whether to go to a place or not. And it helps them look at the past to see if they have improved on the bad reviews, if they were true. But saying this, so many things are changing due to technology. This is why people are going on Instagram to actually look at pictures that are real, and then they can see that it's not a lie review, it's actually honest, and there's no information to follow up. It just shows the place as it is, and there's no quarrels or anything like that. People like the picture and share it, and this is where the world can actually see and provide people with realistic things that they have been there, and this helps people think of their next destination and where to go just by doing things like this on Instagram and Twitter. A quarter of the people on the survey seem to think that TripAdvisor don't need to change in any way and don't need to update as it's easy enough. Also, some people actually don't know of some of the things that they have on there, such as you can now book into a place, and some people don't agree with that. Some people also think that it's easy enough just to leave a review, even if it's bad or not true. You can't actually tell if they're real or not. And some people seem to think that by organisations putting the bookings on TripAdvisor, it seems to trick you into having extra things that you don't need. To follow this up, I looked on The Guardian, and there is a description of which says online reputation services company called QuickCheck, acting on behalf of more than 1,000 hoteliers, says it estimates that there are at least 27,000 legally defamatory comments on TripAdvisor. Allegations are false and should, if necessarily, be tested in court, says Chris Emmons. And this is all due down to having technology, so it is, again, having an impact, which this shows. It shows on a report of factors influencing poor experience quality in 2 to 5 star hotels, a context analysing of guest reviews on TripAdvisor. Looking through this report, it shows that most hotels that are 4 star, 5 star, 3 star possibly will get good reviews, but whereas if you're 2 to 3 star hotel, you will get bad reviews, and people just pick on this to try and close the hotels down so that the bigger hotels are left standing and will get their money in, whereas the lower hotels will lose money and be shut down. Another report shows Red Flag Hotel prepares legal action against TripAdvisor. This shows that Deborah Sinclair of the Riverside Hotel and Restaurant has made formal request for the evidence upon which TripAdvisor has made its allegations, which resulted in the posting of a red flag alongside the hotel reviews, warning that individual or entities associated with having an interest in this property may have interfered with traveller reviews and the popularity of his property. Sinclair strongly denies tampering with reviews for her hotel. It says that she has been accused of faking reviews by TripAdvisor, and they have taken the first steps towards legal action against the online review site. TripAdvisor had 7 days to respond before full legal action was initiated, which is likely to lead to the matter of being settled in court due to this. This shows, again, that due to technology being so easy to use now, that it is having an effect on TripAdvisor because of this. Recommendations. A recommendation for TripAdvisor is to limit what is being said on a review and possibly go from having so much information to having videos so that everyone can see that the review is true, and you can talk while recording the review so the place shows the truth of what you're doing. Another recommendation is for any real bad reviews is to be investigated before TripAdvisor allows the post to go on there. They can do this also by following up to see if it's true and see if they've had call or email about the situation that has been posted. So they then know if it's true or not, because this has a huge impact on places. Another recommendation is to use apps such as VR, Snapchat, letting people go live via Facebook, Instagram, so this way TripAdvisor is also keeping up with the technology trends. Conclusion. Overall, by looking at the survey and debates of real life, it shows that technology is having an impact on TripAdvisor in a good way, as so many people rely on it, but there is a percentage of smaller places and organisations that do suffer with bad reviews. So it has an impact of good and bad overall with technology, and the best thing to do is keep up to date with trends on technology to make sure that people see the truth and will be more comfortable using TripAdvisor instead of turning to Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.